Yo, what up? It's Wiz Khalifa smoking a fat one right here on Boom Shots. Let's get it.
Ever heard that Peter Tosh story where he was actually sparked a spliff on the plane landing down in New York when he came to promote that album?
Wow, he did his thing. Yeah, Peter Tosh
Watch out, boom shot. You tell him say there's a make the weight and murmur now. So this one is sure shot. Him can't stop. Boom shots.
Boom shots.
T-shirt is banging. That's the 11 pairs.
Yeah, I felt like it'd be too obvious if I wore it, but it would.
It's nice.
It's cool, right?
That's this season?
Yeah. Someone gave. You haven't got one yet?
No, I didn't get one of them.
They didn't give you one? They didn't give you a few?
They probably did, but they came out when I was on the road, so they're at my house.
So, is this your first time in Jamaica?
It is.
What's it been like? You just got in. I think you just got in, right?
Yeah, I just got in. It's been pretty amazing though so far.
You got up to anything exciting?
Nah, I just went to the beach and went down to the beach, put my hair in the water.
You're dropping a new album soon?
Yeah.
And you've got that new dope video that you dropped, KK. So that's Kush Khalifa. Is that kind of name for all your own stash of weed?
Yeah, I get my own weed grown now. Instead of buying it, I get it grown. And I get it everywhere in the world, so.
So you grow it yourself?
Nah, I don't grow it myself. I got people who grow it, but they're really good at what they do, and they do it legally.
So have you tried any in Jamaica yet?
Yeah, I have.
How does it come up to the Kush?
It's good, you know. It's like it's good native bud. I like it.
You're not complaining about it.
Nah, I don't complain.
So, do you ever think they're gonna legalize ganja? Do you think it will ever happen?
Yeah, it will. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. So gradually, you know, when people aren't as scared of it, it's happening now actually. So it's good.
Let's talk about your new album, Black Hollywood. I noticed it has two C's. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I wanted to take it away from the color black, so people didn't think about film or didn't think about, you know, famous black people, but more of a mind state or an attitude. And like I said, I was just trying to get people to embrace their own thoughts and their own creativity. And sometimes that's the underdogs and the dark side and people who's in the shadows. So, you know, that's where Black Hollywood comes from.
And you got a remix of your song "We Dem Boys" on there with Nas, Schoolboy.
Yeah, it's Nas, Schoolboy, and Rick Ross on there.
Anything else we kind of should expect from the album? How's it different from the old one?
I wouldn't say it's too much different. It's just, you know, I always like to add to the situation. And every great artist, you know, they go through periods of their art. So this is just a really strong period for me. You know, I do well with my mixtapes, and then this album is just full of music that is just going to reach, you know, worldwide, radio, the streets, the youth, older people who know what I'm talking about as well. So it's just a really good, you know.
Rounded.
Yeah.
Is it somewhere where you are, in the place you are at right now?
Yeah, it's a complete representation of like me and what's going on in my life.
So it's first time in Jamaica, so assuming it's the first time on Reggae Sumfest. How are you feeling about that?
I'm really excited, especially, you know, sharing the stage with the artists who I'm sharing it with and doing it how we doing it. It's going to be amazing.
Your song Young, Wild and Free. Have you heard the reggae remix to that?
No, I haven't heard it.
I Octane and Inner Circle. Are you familiar with the group Inner Circle?
Yeah.
So that's one to obviously listen for. But talking about reggae artists, do you have any like favorite artists or songs?
A lot of my favorite stuff is like from the old school, like older stuff. I be having to like ask the names of like the artists and the songs now, so I couldn't even come up with anything off the top of my head. I listen to a lot of like Bunny Wailer, like Peter Tosh and stuff like that. So anything.
Are you a fan of the Legalize It album?
Yeah, of course. I listen to a lot of that stuff like when I wake up in the morning and like cooking breakfast and shit like that.
Did you ever hear that Peter Tosh story where he sparked a spliff on the plane landing down in New York when he came to promote that album?
Wow, he did his thing. Yeah, Peter Tosh, they've been repping for the movement and the whole, you know. And it was different back then, it wasn't as easy.
Well, he didn't go to prison, that was a good thing. I think the judge threw him out thinking he was crazy.
That's cool.
Not a bad deal, right?
I would go to jail so fast if I did that these days.
Well, you actually had something like that when your mixtape dropped, right?
Yeah, it was just a grinder, though, in the airport, but I think a lit joint is a little bit more risky.
Just slightly. On an aeroplane as well.
That's badass, though.
How did I forget to mention Snoop? Because you guys are really good buddies, and he did a whole reggae album. What did you think of that?
I enjoyed it, man. It was really well put together. The documentary was awesome.
Some people call the documentary weed porn.
Really?
I guess it could be called reggae weed porn, right?
It was just really interesting to me. I felt like it was just, you know, to be able to follow him on a journey and see him humble himself and step back from the celebrity that everybody knows him as and really just become somebody, you know, to himself that he admires and that he wants to be. That was pretty amazing.
You think that's pretty tough, especially as a hip-hop artist, like just to cross genres like that?
No, I don't feel like it's tough in this day and age because people really follow an artist through what they're going through. And Snoop is very inspirational to so many different people, so if something inspires him, it kind of just inspires the world.
Would you ever consider doing a collab or as far as an album or anything like that with reggae?
Yeah, I could see myself doing something sort of how Nas did with like Damian Marley or something like that. That would be pretty tight.
Who would you, if you could, who would you collab with?
Beanie Man.
Really?
Yeah.
You like his song?
I just love him.
Zim Zimmer.
He's a really, really strong person, you know what I mean? An artist, a community leader, a family man, and just like he just never ages. So
yeah, he's kind of timeless, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So okay, well, Beanie Man, hopefully we see one of those collabs soon out of Jamaica.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Thanks, it's been dope just hanging with you for a bit.
Tight hanging with you too. Thank you.